Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome back. We got another one today for you. This is going to be a video. We're just going to go over most of the channels, cryptos that we discuss. And we're going to get right into it and don't waste any time. So if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We talk about cryptos on this channel. And if you've been around since day one, we appreciate you, and we definitely are going to follow up on some of the cryptos that we talk about on this channel. So let's get right into it. Right here, we got Bitcoin chart pulled up, and it seems like Bitcoin is going sideways at the moment. The current price is 27.8, and it's been pretty. Uh, it's been at least, I want to say, less than a month. So this is the daily, and it's about 20 some odd candles here. So Bitcoin has been going up for about a month, and it naturally needs to cool down a bit. You can see this run up, and right now we got some sideways action, but you can pretty much gauge all of crypto based off of Bitcoin. So, just looking at Bitcoin, we definitely need a little pullback so the altcoins can breathe a little and get some momentum going. So, you know, pull back on Bitcoin wouldn't be so bad. I got my levels here. So I'm looking at the 25,000 level first as um I would say a floor, so it can bounce here. That would be a nice little, but a real healthy pullback would be somewhere around 21,000, 22,000. And if it can bounce here, it can just have a nice healthy run up. And that would be absolutely outstanding for Bitcoin to pull back and let those altcoins kind of catch up and then just rip and do its thing. So that's Bitcoin for you, but we're going to look at the overall market. So right now, we got CoinMarketCap pulled up here, and you can see the market cap is sitting over a trillion. I would like to see, I would say 1.3, 1.35, that area. That would be a good area for Bitcoin just to settle in and make its way. As the halving gets closer and closer, it can begin to just take off. So you can see Bitcoin is steadily around the 28,000 range. BTC dominance is 46.2%. So yeah, there you go. So we're gonna take a look at our cryptos that we discussed. So we got Dent pulled up here, and Dent is currently ranked 258 on CoinMarketCap list. The price action is sitting at 0.001073. It's up 1.80% today. The volume, 24-hour volume on Dent is a little bit over, close to 9 mil. Pretty decent, but there's some interesting things going on with Dent right now. We're gonna go over to the Twitter handle. Check it out. So as you can see here, we got the Dent Twitter handle pulled up, and you can see that they have just recently made a post about 3 hours ago, and it's a pinned tweet, and it reads as follows: the world's first telco blockchain, Dent.net, is running since over 450 days and has produced over 13 million blocks on testnet. We are getting ready in 2023 to deploy the first use cases and smart contracts to disrupt the telco world. And you can see here they got some type of graph up, and last block, it's ticking off, finalize. Um, so, I guess they're getting into smart contracts as well as, like the rest of the cryptos that seemingly all have smart contracts coming out and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And we're going to keep pushing over to our next crypto that we're going to talk about, and that is BABB. So we got BABB pulled up here, currently ranked 567 on CoinMarketCap list. The price action is sitting at 0.0005245, and today is currently down 21.23%. And yeah, it's taking a crushing hit right now, but BABB has had a tremendous run. We could go down to the charts and see. So you can see since around February, let's say the 4th, it was sitting at 0.00040 zeros after the decimal, and has risen all the way up to as high as 0.0008. Okay, so it killed off a whole zero and was in the process of killing off actually two, but it, collapsed. A nice run up though, a very nice run up, if you ask me. But here we have some pullback currently, and so my thoughts on BABB is, long as they continue to develop their mobile app like they've been doing, I see a lot of potential for this. The ROI is still positive, 11.68%. If it's going to take a dip at this moment, I would rather this get into the red somewhere, so it'll be just good area to buy. Um, I would like to see this come back down, maybe in the threes, 0.003, two range. Those will be some real good areas to, uh, stuff your bags. Let's go see what they got going on. And I recently used their mobile app. The mobile app has been developed. They do have a USDX. I haven't fooled around with it too much, but this is actually real. This is a real account. They have definitely developed it. And I'm pretty sure that once, not a lot of people know about BABB, they don't have a real um, big marketing campaign going on at the moment. But I'm pretty sure, as people become aware of this crypto with like, you know, things that's going on in countries that have banking issues and stuff like that, this will be a real popular crypto considering they already have uh, banking tools available inside of their app. So they're on a good pace here. So this is BABB, and we're gonna keep it pushing to the next one. And we're gonna try to go through a few cryptos. So the next one we're gonna go through is Kin. Now, this crypto is very, very interesting because they've been going through some difficulties between the development teams and the foundation and things of that nature. So it's a lot of things going on right now for this crypto. And at one point in time, they were doing very well, but I think their team jumped ship or they left. So now it's only ran by one guy, and it's just not a lot of information going on right now. But I did see a post that said that they're still working on it, and Ken is actually going to survive this debacle that they've been going through. And it's, recently had a small pump, about 20% over the past 7 days. Um, not too much to go on. I would like to see. I seen this, and this is. I want to know if this is anything to do with Ken. Don't think this has anything to do with Ken, but this has popped up. So let's check it out real quick. Do a little research and see if this is legit. We are uniting the cryptoverse under one. I really don't know what this is, but it has Ken. Um, but we'll see what comes of this. I don't think this has anything to do with Ken, but yeah. So um, basically, there been some turmoil. Let's see. Ken Get Code is starting a P2P revolution. So they still, I guess, the guy who's taken over the owner, who's taken over this, has vowed to bring this project back to its glory, and that's where the state of Ken lies. This they don't even have the website up anymore. No roadmap. Let's see if we can find something. Uh, Ted Livingston, I believe the guy's. Okay, here we go. So you can see here, this is the guy who is, I guess, in charge of the Ken project. And so it's interesting to watch trader heavy projects move off of Solana, just as the utility heavy projects move onto Solana. The short-term play is to chase a few more traders. The long-term play is to build something for the mainstream. It's becoming obvious which is happening where. So he's opinionated about some things that's going on with Solana, but they put themselves in this kind of situation, with just the inconsistency of what they're trying to do. But we'll see what he makes out of Ken. Ken was a real good, promising crypto on this channel, but it's definitely under some turmoil at the moment. So we'll see what happens. But for now, there's been about a 20% pump on Ken. And yep. So that's that. We're gonna keep moving on down the road and we're gonna go to another crypto, and that's UFO gaming. So we got UFO gaming pulled up here, and this one has really gotten destroyed since we talked about it. It's definitely still feeling the pain. The volume has it was about a million. It was doing about a million 24-hour volume. It's about half that now, so that's not good. Let's see if we got anything going on. Um Yeah, so I mean, last time I seen this crypto, they still was developing their game, a lot of testing going on. Um, our devs graciously added two intense boss battles on a mysterious planet, EU Sosa. Really don't know what to make of this one. They doing a lot of testing. They're showing a lot of, I guess the developers playing the game. I haven't been keeping up with this crypto too much because they just been in this like showing what the characters attack. And that's all good. The first few weeks they were doing it, but if y'all just keep shoving these characters and what they can do, and they're playing the same type of game, it's no like new game backgrounds. They're playing the same type of boards, and it's just it's not really exciting. But I'm not a game maker, so I don't know how long it takes to actually develop a game. I'm pretty sure it's something that's not easy, and you have to test things, you have to, fix things. So I'm pretty sure it's a complicated process, but we would like to see more progress as far as UFO, but so far it's just been pretty much on repeat with the same type of news. So I haven't really been following them too much, but there's still a good prospect crypto to look at in the gaming realm. And they do, for better or worse, to say the least, they do at least have something visual that you can see that they're developing a game. But we don't know, if they're actually making true progress to bring it to market. So that's UFO gaming we're taking a look at right now. And we're going to go over to the next crypto that we're going to discuss on this channel, and that is ticker symbol HOT. Now, this crypto is a real good crypto that we've been following on this channel for some years, and they've come along from the price point when we first discovered this crypto. So if you been rocking with us from day one, and we went over this crypto, and you accumulated you some bags, you would still be, despite the severe loss from their high, which was at one point, let's take a look. So back in 2021, their high was 2 cents. Okay, so and they did that rather quickly, shot to 2 cents, and now they're back down in the doldrums of the crypto slums. So we're looking for this one to rebound and be back somewhere around the 2021 highs. And they've been doing some things. They have a lot of progress, but for this one, it's really, really technical stuff. And you got to keep up with it to really, really be in the know of what is going on with them. But if you care to read, they have an updated um, press release on what they've been doing. It's dated back March 24th, so you can go check that out. You got yeah, you got some updates here. I'm really confident in Holochain to continue to do their thing and grow their project like they've been doing. And yep, so you can just take a look at that. They're still sitting at a nice price point at 0.002. They're below a penny. And so this is definitely something to watch. If it was to be another severe drop in the market like everybody is predicting, you would want to keep this on your watch list, because this is definitely a crypto that is worthy of that. Now, we're going to keep pushing on to the next. So we got Big Gert pulled up here, and Big Gert is currently sitting rank 166 on CoinMarketCap list. The price action is sitting at 0.000004664, and it's down 1.47%. Now, this is a new crypto that we added because um it was just some points about it that I like for one, the volume. Um since we picked this up, it's been consistent around this mark, maybe a little bit lower, but definitely consistent. And if you look at this chart real quick that I'm gonna break down to you. Again, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. We go over cryptos. I try to I try to shoot for at least a few videos a week, but my scheduling just been a little hectic, so I ain't been able to get around to a video. But Usually at least 2 or 3 videos a week. So please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button if you like the content. So check this out. When we first pulled up this coin, what interested me was that you can see here it started like somewhere in 2021, around, I want to say August, maybe August, September, whatever. But anyway, you can see here that the beginning price was like, let me see, I want to say maybe 8 zeros after the decimal. Then from that point on, you can see here that it just shoots up tremendously. Um, and you can see that the volume on it, 31.64 million, that was kind of held up until the peak, and then everybody sold off. So it crashed down. This is the lowest that I've seen. And that's around June. That's around June of 2022. And since then, all the way till now, March 2023, um, it's just been consistent around that 6 zero mark, 4. Um, and that's a long time. That's a lot of consistency. So, and to hold the volume, that's pretty impressive. So I dig a little deeper, because that's what we do on this channel. Please like and subscribe. We go over cryptos. Check the record. Go back. You can see my old videos, what we talked about. So you can see here, like, being that the crypto is like really, really new, they don't have no data to go by, but the all-time high on it was 0.1234504. 504. So you could see that this is not too far. This is not like, when this thing takes off, it's gonna bust through this high easily. And I don't know if it'll be this year, but it's it's really not too far. So you factor that in with a community. They have a community. Community is pretty okay. Like 600,000. That's pretty all right. See if this grows any this year. That'll be a telltale sign on it. So you can see that they're very active. They're always talking about, things that they're doing. They do burns supposedly every month. I believe they did a burn last month, so I'm gonna give them that one. But I think they're doing a burn this month coming up, new month, April. So they're really active. It's a strong possibility, and like I said, that just having this much consistency of, a floor price, and it's not too far. So even if it was to dip below the 4s back into the 3s, even go further than that, let's just say it goes back to these levels, 2021 in the beginning. I believe that this thing will get bought up really, really quick, and it'll shoot it right back, if not to these levels where it's been consistently dwelling for a year, you know. With a small spike right here, it's a little pump, but nothing like this. Nothing like from these levels to this high. You see? So this is one to watch. Put it on your watch list. It's an easy, this is where you can change your accounts. Like, you catch something like this that busts through, just 2 zeros, and you can catch it at this price, it'll be crazy. It'll put you in a, it'll make your bags multiply. You see? So that's bit Gert for you. And then it's another one. We're gonna go over Electroneum. We used to talk about this on the channel. we haven't, I don't think I did a video on this lately, but we're gonna go over it, some things. So Electroneum is ranked 429 on CoinMarketCap list. The price action is sitting at 0.002496, and you can see here the volume is just horrible. Their volume has always been crazy, like 57,000. That's, and I probably say maybe some of this is coming from their AnyTask platform, because that's the only product they have as far as why you would hold this or consider, like, accumulating bags, but it's a bigger picture to me because I've seen how they grew on the legitimate side, with nothing tied to the crypto. Besides their mobile app at the time that used to mine, it used to go down sometimes or do some wacky shit, but I never experienced that. I never went through nothing with them. But they do have something that we can take a look at real quickly. It was like I guess a update from the CEO. So we're gonna take a look at that.
Hi everybody, Richard Els here from Electroneum with a long-awaited update. First thing's going to be covering what we have been doing for the last year or so. Second thing is going to be an update on our new blockchain, the smart contract blockchain that's coming along nicely. Number 3 is AnyTask, the fact we've just launched additional cryptos being used in there. And fourth thing is going to be the future, what we're doing with the ETN project, where we're taking it. First up is what we've been up to for the last year or so. So all of last year, we were in negotiation and due diligence and all sorts of other things to become a significant blockchain partner to a major multinational corporation. It was ridiculously exciting. I had to go on kind of radio silence. The lawyers didn't want me to speak about it, and so I was quite quiet. And a lot of people were clamoring around. Well, unfortunately, the FTX disaster that took place last year has reduced their risk appetite, and they've gone fairly cold on us since Christmas, which is bad news to report, I'm afraid. The good news is that we had major interest from a huge multinational corporation. There was good reasons that they were interested in us, of course, which is that our model is very different to other people's model. Remember that right from very early on, we were a cryptocurrency that was embracing KYC, AML, anti-terrorist financing, things that corporates like to hear. So we had really good head start there. They wanted us to introduce smart contracts. And so you have seen, of course, that we are developing our smart contract-based blockchain. And so I'll talk to you more about that in a while. So whilst it's slightly disappointing news, very disappointing news, that this deal hasn't gone through, which would have been absolutely amazing for the project. It's okay. It's opening doors to other projects and it's opening doors to other corporates. So slightly gutted that it went wrong, but that door is not completely closed yet. It's ajar. So hopefully if the crypto winter starts to come to an end, we can reinvigorate that. But otherwise, we will move on to other corporates. There is definitely more interest now in the blockchain space within corporations. They understand that they've got to embrace this, especially with talk of the metaverse and smart contracts. So that's what was going on pretty much for the whole of last year. Okay, so our new blockchain, smart contract-based blockchain, has been under development for quite some time. It will be coming out this year at some stage. We haven't got an exact date for it yet. It's a scary thing, migrating blockchain. There's lots of security implications that need to be not just tested, but ludicrously well tested. We've got bridges from the old blockchain to the new blockchain that have been written that need to be tested. Remember that with this smart contract blockchain, that also opens up, once this is live, it also opens up the ability for our blockchain to integrate with other smart contract blockchains. So we can have these bridges out there which will enable things like a wrapped ETN to access liquidity pools on some of these big decentralized exchanges. It does more than just allow you to play with NFTs, although we do have a really funky idea about allowing people to play with NFTs through the app. So you'll be able to, at some stage, this isn't going live at the exact same time as the blockchain, but at some stage you will be able to upload your own images or take photographs and create instant NFTs with a reusable smart contract. So we've got some quite fun things coming along. But at the back end, the blockchain is considerably different. We are using a different consensus model called IBFT, which is Istanbul Byzantine fault tolerant. And that enables us to have 5-second finality on a transaction. From an early days perspective, those who've followed Electroneum from a very early time realized that we made an instant payment system. Right early on, we realized that actually if cryptocurrency is going to take off in the real world, it needed to have instant payments. And we did that in a really clever way by ring fencing funds and doing all sorts of stuff cleverly in our app. So we're using a really interesting model for our consensus mechanism that's going out to our still permissioned validators, which from a corporate perspective, anyone who's looking to partner with us as a project, that is a really positive thing, because in the fully out there, anyone can be a validator model, which nearly every other project is, of course. That does mean that anybody can be a validator, and as such, they don't know who the validators are. Now, from a corporate perspective, that's slightly worrying from a regulatory standpoint. We've seen quite a lot of interest in the fact that we allow a corporate to know exactly who is controlling the network, which is a really positive thing. But the new blockchain model has moved ahead of an awful lot of others, with our validators creating what's called single block finality. So once your transaction is into a block, it's finalized, and those blocks are 5-second blocks. So what that actually means in layman's terms is it means that all transactions are completed on the blockchain within 5 seconds. So whilst it's not instant, which remember we still have through our app anyway, the actual finality of the transfer is done within 5 seconds. So it's quite an extraordinary thing. And that enables, well, so just to explain that a little bit further. So with Bitcoin, which got 10-minute blocks, once a transaction goes into a block, it takes about 10 minutes or maximum of 10 minutes perhaps before it gets added to a block. But then an awful lot of people would want to see other blocks added on, called confirmation blocks, after that block before they would consider that there's no chance of a chain split. And so as such, you don't normally find that Bitcoin would be considered fully transacted in those 10 minutes. You would normally say 5 or 6 blocks after before it's confirmed. And so that might well take an hour for confirmed. So ours will be confirmed 5 seconds. So it is quite a big change, quite an exciting change. So that new model is coming along nicely. It's going to be launched this year at some point. We're not 100% sure what time it's going to be launched yet. As you can imagine, it's a slightly terrifying thing to do. You've seen the amount of hacks and security issues that there are in the whole of the blockchain space. Things have to be tested so vigorously and scrutinized to the highest level. So that is all taking place. And at the same time, of course, we've also got to write those bridges, or they actually are written, they're being tested. We've got bridges that enable the old blockchain to interface with the new blockchain, enabling your ETN balances to move across from where they were to where they're going to be on the new smart contract blockchain. It's not just a new smart contract blockchain, there's lots of other stuff going on in the background as well. So obviously smart contracts is great, the same sort of thing you've got on Binance Chain and Ethereum, but you've also got super low cost in comparison to other networks, because it's ETN, which is always nice. But you've also, on top of that, got some things that we're going to be doing in the back end with the app. That covers the basics of our blockchain. It's a complex and an exciting task. There will be more to come on this, but we'll release a technical document to explain in detail what we're doing. And suffice to say, smart contracts being added is a really exciting thing for us. Corporates love smart contracts. Corporates are all starting to take a real interest in the metaverse, in whatever guise that takes eventually. And so anything that's smart contract based is starting to show an interest from a corporate perspective. So we really do have to have that if we're going to go out there and find ourselves a really big corporate partner to get behind our blockchain. I mean, it's been an exciting year for AnyTask. Anybody who's been following and watching, hopefully using AnyTask, will have seen that it's going from strength to strength. We've got some absolutely fantastic sellers on there. And if you are not using it already, you just literally have to use it. It always just blows me away. We've got amazing web designers, amazing graphic designers, and people that are right into that design space. It's absolutely super well covered. But there are also people in all sorts of other facets: data mining, data processing, just so many things on there. It's ridiculous. So AnyTask is going from strength to strength. Corporates love AnyTask, so I am really highly focused on trying to find us a really good corporate partner. Bear in mind, anyone who's in this crypto space that talks about financial inclusion, and there are a lot, you'll see virtually everybody in this space that likes to talk about financial inclusion. AnyTask genuinely shows it. There's literally people making a living out of the cryptocurrency space. It can't show financial inclusion in any better light, in my opinion, than AnyTask. So we will be using AnyTask as a lever or a lever, depending on where you're from, to push us into that corporate market and find us a really good partner. So I'm very excited about that opportunity. And so to help that opportunity, when it was first launched, we only had ETN payout and MasterCard, Visa card payment on the way in. So inbound payments were on the traditional finance networks, outbound payments were on ETN to enable them to earn a living outside of the traditional banking route. Then we enable people to buy tasks with ETN as well. Very good reason for that, of course. Those people that are, let's say for instance, they're making a website, but they want to get a logo for their customer, they can take some of the ETN that they're earning, feed it back through the system and buy from somebody else. The logo part, they can start bundling packages of skills together by having that ETN. Now we've taken it one step further. We've just launched the ability to pay in Bitcoin. So you still only get paid out in ETN. So every single person who sells on AnyTask will always be paid in ETN. But we've opened the front door, the payment gateway in, to also allow Bitcoin. Now you're going to see other cryptos coming in the future as we move through. And we've done this for a very, very good reason. The first reason is because from a corporate perspective, ETN doesn't have a massively high profile. So we have to try and get the highest profile one, Bitcoin, so that we can talk about being able to take cryptocurrency and Bitcoins and automatically included. So from an opening doors perspective, we wanted to get it in there. But there's another reason as well. So we've added Bitcoin as another way to pay. But when you think about communities within the cryptocurrency space, you'll find that people are fiercely loyal to their community. Now, Bitcoin crosses all those boundaries. Everybody who's in crypto is in the Bitcoin space. But then if you think about the large verticals, so XRP has a huge XRP army. They've got the huge following. And then you look at lots of the other really big projects, Ethereum, obviously, Doge, or any of those giants. By introducing them one at a time and then getting involved in their communities as something that is a really positive benefit for their coin, it enables us to drive AnyTask forwards. And by driving AnyTask forwards, we are by default driving ETN forwards. So the Electroneum project is always aided by every benefit that there is to AnyTask. So you want to launch them one at a time, don't want to do them all at once, and then we can engage with those projects and work with their communities, hopefully get some posts out on their social media channels, because why would they not? AnyTask is a really great platform. Also, you do still see people in the crypto community using Fiverr. Look, Fiverr is a great platform, but if you support crypto, why would you not support crypto by using AnyTask? Makes a lot more sense, but there's an awful lot of those people that wouldn't necessarily go out and actually use their MasterCard when they can use cryptocurrency. So introducing these new cryptos on the front end of going into AnyTask is really important for us to grow AnyTask, and growing AnyTask, great for ETN. What is it that we're going to be doing for this year? What does the future bring for Electroneum and for AnyTask? So you've heard me speak a little bit about where we're going with AnyTask and what we've launched. We've also got some other things that we're working on with AnyTask at the moment. If you drill down through, we've got 28,000 sellers or something on AnyTask now. We've got an awful lot of people on there, and drilling through to find their tasks is definitely a better way of finding it than our search at the moment. The search is a very simplistic search. and we really want to have one of these very cool searches that's self-learning. And also, if you type translation, it's also going to find translators, translated. You know, it's going to broaden out the tasks that it finds as it searches. So they're building an algorithmic search as we speak for any task. So we're going to be taking any task from strength to strength, and very much for Electroneum and the blockchain, smart contract blockchain, remember. Also, we're building that NFT system so that you can upload your own images and create NFTs with no technical skills. But we're also going to be out there with my personal job, along with some other people feeding the leads into me, is finding corporate partners. I'm a little bit fed up with trying to do the smaller deals with people because it takes just as much time, just as many lawyers. I'm now just focusing on ultra large projects. As of last year, when we got a lot of interest off a big corporate, it made me realize actually it's a waste of time going small. Let's go really large. So I'm out there looking for giant corporate partners. We're in a brilliant position to work with corporates, probably better than virtually any other project, because that we can look right back from our history of KYC, AML, and we've got these low energy validators and they're permission validators, which means the corporate has a say, or certainly oversight and some view as to who it is that's doing this validating. So there's nothing worrying about the project, and a reassurance and assurance in corporations is absolutely key. So I'm quite confident that we'll get somebody on board, either for the Electroneum side with blockchain. Everybody's talking about metaverse now. Corporates are really involved in looking at what their metaverse strategies are, and or any task. The whole world again of the crypto side of things. So with any task, be much more inclined to be partners if we could go out there and find a coinmarketcap as a partner, or somebody that's huge within the crypto community to work with any task. That would be amazing, because everybody talks about financial inclusion, but any task genuinely delivers it. So somebody else out there that would like to be part of genuine financial inclusion and have a say as to where we take that project could come on board and both help us grow it and make it larger and more powerful and take a larger market share, and also enhance their own brand at the same time. So that's what I'm going to be doing. The team are going to be doing their software and marketing as usual. So we will be carrying on the project throughout this year. One other thing that of course might interest people is, once we get the new smart contract blockchain out of the way, we will also be able to do cross-chain bridges. That will mean that it will be possible for someone to wrap ETN onto ERC20 stroke BEP20, which means liquidity pools such as the big decentralized exchanges and stuff will be accessible to ETN. That's important for all of our users. Anybody that gets paid in ETN, of course, wants maximum amount of liquidity and ease of use, ease of changing it to other cryptos. So that will be a feature that comes along later in the year as we launch our smart contracts. So that pretty much brings me up to the final of this video. Thank you once again for listening to me and looking at the project and being part of the project. Always very grateful to everybody who takes their time to watch and comment. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.